Going on, people? It's me, Rivalgaz. So we finished Eastward, right? We're watching the credits again. And real quick, I just wanted to share my thoughts about the game after beating the game. Played it. Took me under 30 hours to do. We played it on Xbox Series X on a really big TV. Yeah. Uh, Played with a home theater system, like a little bespoke one. And well, what do we think? I think the game plays really well in like a couch lounge room setup. Really good. Let's talk about the story. There's Having finished the game now, there's a few things like unanswered questions I have. Like, so I guess there's going to be a few Reddit deep dives and seeing what the community thinks, which is all good. Did I like the story? I did. I appreciated the protagonist, and let's talk about the way the visuals and how it presents. The game presents really well. It's very inspired, very clever game, cute game. Uh, Definitely a welcome addition to the genre, I feel, for this type of 2D third person, um, Super NES throwback. What about the music? I really love the music. This game's definitely, I know it came out in 2022 and we're playing it in 2023, but definitely like contender for soundtrack of the year. Me, this sounded incredible on our sound system and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Uh, Music really fit and it had like that Final Fantasy vibe where the music just kicks in at the right time and so on. What do you think about gameplay and the mechanics? Um, Basically, I'm a little salty, pun intended, because the currency is salt in this game, about the final sequence with the fight with Isabel and the final boss, like because they throw new things at you and a lot of precision is required, and the game is like genuinely kind of flexible outside of it. Um, Hitting things and upgrading. I'll say this, so this is on my mind. It's an RPG, right? But RPG light, I would say. But there's there's a progression curve, a sense of accomplishment as you play through the games in general. I mean, and like I kind of I got that, but I did not get that in this game, right? And I feel like that was kind of a missed opportunity there. But for what it is, on the whole, it's complete, right? And it's wonderful to see a complete game. My four big things when I review games. Did the game leave an impression on me? This is in no particular order. The answer is yes. Uh, it is. But I'm wondering my biggest, not gripe or anything, but like I feel like this game stands on the shoulders of other games, and I'm wondering when the game becomes its own. The second thing is uh, it left a positive impression on me for like a synergy contemporary um, contribution to this top-down type of retro, uh, nouveau retro style of game. Right, really good, really good. Would I keep the game if I owned a physical copy? I wanted to find a physical copy, and they are out there. They do exist. You can get special editions and stuff. I'd love to have one, and I would keep this game. I would, but I played it on Game Pass. So thank you very much, everyone at Xbox, and in particular to Funk, who supports the stream by lending us an Xbox Series X to play all these type of games. I say that all the time, but hey, you got to give credit where it's due. Did I have fun with this game? I sincerely had fun with this game. As with a lot of modern video games, the games are fun until they're not, right? It's not, and usually it's not a gentle decline. It's like you rip that band aid off, this part is just buggered. But with this game, it was very consistent the whole way through for enjoyability. That's why I could play it for 21 hours, yeah? Um, Last but not least, would I recommend this game? This game is a wonderful game for those who are new to gaming or those who just want something relaxing to play. For example, at nighttime or on a flight. It's very narrative driven. It's a story that Now let's talk about the story, right? Just as an aside, lots of interesting ideas and lots to think about. Lots to think about. Again, art really good. So much stuff to like about this game. Genuinely, really is. There was only a small portion of the game for a few hours where it was like really, it felt dense, like so much reading to do, where it was kind of like uh, a new or a spin on. It's not a new or a spin 'cause it's already been done, right? This is just like bringing retro back. But I mean, like in terms of, I was going to say visual novel, but like there's just this getting the story and you're reading the story, and there's not too much involved mechanically with what you got to do to get that story. Yeah, similar to a visual novel, but no, I know they're very distinct in how they play and how you make them. But yeah, I felt like I was reading a lot, right? And kind of reminded me of Final Fantasy in that regard. So, way I summarize the game is like there's like Zelda and anime, and then there's this kind of The Last of Us meets um, Final Fantasy meets Zelda, so to speak. That's how I'd kind of put it all together and all mushed together, and that's your kind of casserole of a game. But I really liked it. For a numerical score, I give the game a 7 or a 7.5. Extra bonus points for the soundtrack. What stopped it from being a 10 out of 10 game? It's the main thing is that I don't know when this game really becomes its own, and maybe in time it will be revealed as something that like really stands out in its own way and just draws on a lot of inspiration. But I couldn't help but see the inspiration of the similarities. I just can't help it. Yeah. And the thing is, people can make platformers that aren't Mario but inspired by Mario, and they're distinct enough. I'm just not sure with this one. But really, really wonderful, wonderful game overall, and I had a very good experience. Is it streamer friendly? Yeah, I streamed the whole playthrough. It was great, and a lot of the people who watched my streams enjoyed it and stuck around for it, and they all said the same things. Like really great sound and you know, interesting art style and graphics. So yeah, definitely gets the Rivalgaz seal of approval, and I'd really like to thank the developers for putting the time into making this game. It was really fun. Like we even got the pan on stream. I don't have the pan now. We put the pan graphic on because everyone in the house was like, "Why is there a cast iron pan on the couch?" When I finished streaming, and I'm like, "Oh well, it's a long story." But yeah, anyway, that's Eastward. That's our playthrough. Really enjoyed it. You know where to find me. Twitch.tv/rivalgas. And if you're watching this on YouTube, stay awesome.